For business is approval of the minutes. When committee members have had a chance to review, I will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Minutes are approved. Item number 1 under old business, authorization granting AT&T Mobility permission to file an airspace safety review and file for an FAA determination location at 601 29th Street. The 29th Street Water Tower in Tuscaloosa was tabled last meeting, May 23rd. Tom,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you. I think as Scott mentioned, pre-council, I believe we're ready to move forward with this, and it is on the agenda for tonight. All this does is, this is work they're wanting to do in the 29th Street water tank, and some of the equipment that they're wanting to install, they have to get an FAA determination that it's approval, their approval. And they're asking to do this on the city's behalf, so we don't have to do that.
Questions for Mr. Bob?
Motion.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 1 is approved. Item number 2, new business, authorizing the mayor to execute a special municipal funding agreement with Temporary Emergency Services. Eric, welcome.
Thank you. Again, this is just authorization for the mayor to execute a contractual agreement with Temporary Emergency Service to administer and manage our Hope Initiative Summer Jobs Program, and it's not to exceed $100,000.
Well, LaPerry, what is our contractual agreement? I'm going by memory, but I thought about 2 or 3 years ago, we had some project money left over, and we decided to route it to summer jobs. Is that not?
No.
That's not not relevant, dude. So what is our contractual arrangement?
It's the amount not to exceed $100K. What they would do is they administer the program for us on our behalf. They do the resume building. The kids have 4 hours of educational services and then 4 hours of actual work where they're placed and they're paid. We actually increased the budget this year, the amount that they will receive this year from $8 to $13. Because the reason being in doing that is because we will get kids into the program, and especially post-COVID, they were, and I'll just use Chick-fil-A as an example. They were making $8 an hour. We get them the credentials to work. They would actually leave the program and go somewhere else. So we were just the competition. So we increased it this year.
How does a child apply?
They will actually reach out to Temporary Emergency Service programs. They can be reached at 205-758-5535, and they will provide them with further information.
Where is this advertised? Because I would, not many children are watching. Or
Well,
people, unless parents are.
once you all approve and they sign the actual contract,
Yeah.
they will have prepare flyers and on social media outlets and everywhere for them.
How many students will they be in?
It will be anywhere from 45 to 55.
And we're paying them to manage this, which includes paying the students.
Yes.
Making sure everything is met. And
Yeah, and I will also, the chosen agency is, in their proposal, they will be providing funding as well for additional students.
to work for them.
Yes. No, not to work for them, to get more students into the
To get
program.
more students.
Yeah.
And last year, who,
Temporary Emergency Service.
but
Dr.
what was the other group that did it?
They partnered with the University of Alabama.
The University of Alabama. Okay.
Why is this on projects and not finance?
It usually is on community development, but due to the sake of time, when we actually issued the RFQ, we forgot about the actual holiday, so around Memorial Day. So now
Where's the money coming from?
it's in special funding, general fund.
It's in special funding, general fund.
For the
Earmarked-
agency funding.
Earmarked for the.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe
Summer
it's
job?
outside services budget.
It is, but there's $100,000 within CNS's departmental budget for outside services, specifically for the summer jobs program. It's denoted as such.
And then what do you do? Put out a RFP?
We put out an
see who-
RFQ.
RFQ?
Yes. It was put out on May the 5th, and we got the proposals back on the 19th. of May. Yeah,
How many people applied?
1.
All right.
Would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 2 is approved. Item number 3 is authorization of a contract with TTL for professional Environmental Assessment Services. LaPerry.
Okay, again, this is execution of the contract with TTL Services for, our environmental services. As you all know, with federal money, before we spend the first 10 cents, we have to do an environmental, review on each project or each dollar amount that we spend. So we issued an RFQ, and they were the chosen, agency. And it's not to exceed $40,000.
How many how many companies?
You had two.
Had two.
Mhm.
Okay.
And what's an example of environmental assessments that you haven't done?
Let me see. We've had several. I'll just use the MC Suite sites as one. They conduct which we had to do a full environmental review on that, because there's five different types of environmental review. Like the project can be exempt, category excluded, subject to, category excluded, not subject to. But
Where does your group fit in?
we have to, once the environmentals are actually done and whatever the finding is, there's paperwork that we have to submit to HUD to release the actual funding to spend.
Okay.
Now, if the project is exempt, we can move forward just by getting execution by the mayor. Yeah,
Okay.
we have to advertise for a number of days before release the funds, and they have 45 days to respond to those.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Moving seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4, authorization to enter into a minor public works contract with J&L Tree Service to remove a tree at 1213 12th Avenue East. The total is $5,000. Correct? Welcome.
Good afternoon, council.
Good afternoon.
Like it says, we're taking a tree down. This is one that's had, several limbs that have fallen or been taken down out of it. The portion that's dead now will take more than about half of the top of the tree out. So we just figured it best to go ahead and remove it and take out an eyesore.
Questions?
Chip, is this your tree?
No, this is actually in District 4.
District 4?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Just
Your-
right-
your
right-
tree.
Your tree.
Oh, 12th
Your
Avenue
tree.
East?
Yes, sir. It's just south
Go
of
give
the
him a
Legends.
copy of his
Just south of Legends.
Yeah,
We didn't
the
redistrict
Legend
that, did we?
Apartments,
Away from it?
cemetery.
Oh, the
right
ledge.
there.
You know where the ledge, the new.
Okay. 12th Avenue East.
Congratulations.
Motion?
Second.
So
But it's
you're
not
okay.
the
You're
same
good.
Christmas tree,
You're
no,
good.
sir.
Motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 4 is approved. Item number 5, authorization to enter into a service contract with STC Worldwide for maintenance of the boiler at City Hall. The total is $1,475. Summer, welcome.
Afternoon, how are y'all doing?
Good.
So all this contract is for a one-time service on our boiler while the warmer months are happening for $14.75, and this will get us to next year.
Questions?
Motion.
Second.
Moving second, and all in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 5 is approved. Item number 6, authorization to enter into a minor public works contract with Building Specialties. The total $1,270. Summer?
This is just adding 4 window kits to some doors down in the water sewer billing office at the request of Water and Sewer. It's paid for out of their operations.
Questions?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 6 is approved. Item number 7 is authorization to enter into a minor public works contract with Freeman Sheet Metal for roof repairs at Tuscaloosa Transportation Museum. Total is $3,700. Summer?
So we've had some pretty bad roof drain leaks, and it's caused some damage in the restroom, so we're just doing some maintenance to the roof to try and take care of those items.
Questions?
It's budgeted out of our operations.
So, just remind me about that, the university is actually running,
They run it,
The
and
museum.
we maintain it,
we
yes.
maintain, okay.
Well, don't we pay the employee?
I don't think so.
That I'm not sure
I
about.
think we do. I think
We pay the university.
We pay the university to pay them.
Yeah.
Okay. Catherine?
But it's our asset.
Yes, it is.
Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved and
Second.
seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 8, authorization of a cooperative maintenance agreement with AlDOT regarding portions of McFarland Boulevard, Skyland, and Highway 69. Summer?
So this is just the yearly maintenance agreement with AlDOT for us to take care of the right-of-ways and those sections of roadway listed. And it just renews every year.
Questions?
They actually pay us almost $60,000.
To do the work
To do the work.
for them.
I
Yes.
make a motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 8 is approved. Item number 9 is authorization of a cooperative maintenance agreement with AlDOT regarding city improvements made with AlDOT right-of-way under the Hugh Thomas Bridge for the River District Park, Martin Luther King Jr., Jack Warner Parkway improvements. That's a mouthful.
It is. All this does is gives us approval to actually maintain our own projects that we've installed under their bridge or in their right-of-way
For them.
for them.
Yep. Questions?
It's also
It
yearly.
gives us the right to maintain our property underneath their bridge.
Yes, yes,
For
it-
them.
yes.
Our improvements that we made on River District.
That they're responsible for, right? Legally or
No,
not?
we are responsible. This gives us the ability to do
To
that.
do it, okay. But it's there, they have to let us do it.
It's under their bridge,
Yes,
basically.
okay.
Motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item number 9 is approved. Item number 10 is approval of change order number 1 to the CMP lining project with Inliner Solutions. The total is $25,490. Mike?
Good afternoon. About 3 weeks ago, a sinkhole formed at the intersection of 8th Street and Red Drew. Our investigation discovered an old tile pipeline that's leaking. So we're asking to add this as a change order to the contract with Inliner Solutions, who is going to be here lining some other locations in town. This is a pretty good cost savings for us. We got lucky with the timing on this.
So we're not double deploying them. Where is it again, Mike?
8th Street and Red Drew.
It's in your district.
Yeah, we got the intersection partially blocked right now for safety
Yeah, I
reasons.
know.
So, and this is doubled up, I think it's going on council tonight. So, contractor's supposed to mobilize next week.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 10 is
So
approved.
before you, Mike, when do we think that's done? Because that road going through there is a third world road.
We've been told they'll start the 12th, expect 3 to 4 days to finish it at the most.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Item number 11 is approval of an amendment to the professional services agreement with Garner and Associates Engineering for engineering services on the University Boulevard East Alberta Bridge Lighting Project, additional $18,500. Zach?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yep, so what he said, this is an amendment to Garner and Associates contract for the increased scope. I think we got a map too, showing where the lights are gonna go, or where our current plan is for lighting.
They're gold.
They're gold, I thought so.
And then that's
Anything
the
Zach
style.
in Alberta's gotta be gold.
Just look at the photo.
And this extends that, to the rest of the
Yeah, so the
lighting.
Yeah, the lighting on University Boulevard East right there, on the north side of the road.
It is, because there was, just for those who I think I haven't spoken with, you know, when the state built the bridge back, they failed to put any lights on it, basically. And it's so dark, it's unbelievable.
Make a motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Item number 11 is approved. Item number 12 is a discussion on the downtown master street lighting plan. Zach?
Okay, and this is Morgan Garner with Garner and Associates. He's here to answer any questions y'all have about the downtown master lighting.
Sure. Why don't you show us what it is?
This is the area downtown that they're gonna be looking at, so they're gonna do a study, go out at night, see where lights are needed, see what lights we have now, and this will develop a plan for future developments. When somebody develops a lot, or we decide to put money to it, we'll know where to pull power from, what lights to put where, what style of light to use, all that. So it's a roadmap to develop the area.
And your firm is which one again?
I'm Garner and Associates. I think that's
Zachary, you're looking at
This is just a plan for the future for us to add. We'll know which areas to add lights, what lights to add, where to get the power for the lights, that kind of area.
one thing you don't want to happen is have a developer come in, work on an area, put 2 or 3 street standard lights in and put a power pedestal somewhere that is only accommodating those 2 or 3 lights and not really taking into account the entire block, so that we're doing a master plan to establish the best location for these city-owned lights or city-powered lights, is that a pedestal may be at the corner of a block, but it feeds multiple directions and feeds multiple lights. So we're-
I would very much like to do an after dark ride around with you. When would be appropriate to do
we'll contact, we can
that? Okay,
get contact
you've got
with
my
you,
number?
I do.
and then we'll set up a time.
I would very much like to do that, and I'll learn something, and I will also pass on to you some issues that I think if you're not living in there, you would not know.
Right. Zach, quick question. After we get this plan together, would you, I mean, is it correct probably to assume then we would have a lighting budget? Like over the next few years, that the city would know where we want those upgraded, or would we be charging people as they're doing things in the area to make sure we're meeting this plan? I mean, how will this probably work when it's done?
It would be up to us to decide if we wanna if we wanna go ahead and develop it ourselves and y'all wanna dedicate money to do that, we can move forward doing that, or we can try to make it a development thing for when somebody develops
somebody
downtown that they have to put in the lights, or, we can do it either way, but this will give us that plan that we can start from, and it'll give us an idea of how many lights we need.
I think this is very, I'm sorry, I think this is very needed though, and I think Councilman Busby has mentioned a lot of things about it. I've even gotten phone calls, I know Mr. Tyner has said it, with various people downtown, is are we ever gonna, this is too dark here, are we ever gonna have a plan? I think there's a lot of people that are liking the fact that
Oh, yeah.
we're actually gonna do this, because I mean, downtown, no offense to Mr. Busby, is really kind of all of our area, where we all, and everybody in the city goes downtown. I think it's important for it to be lit and to be safe as we can make
So
it.
it's a real safety issue. I think.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I was
Yes,
interrupted
sir.
you.
No. So another thing I wanted to ask you, or for you to think about, is there some inconsistency lighting also, where you've got lease lighting from Alabama Power Company, or you have city-owned lights? So another part of the plan is to maybe establish or ask you what you want to establish. Are there certain streets that we want to focus more on city standards? Or do we want to add lighting in general where our power company lease lights would be maybe more cost effective, but we don't have the aesthetic look where the city lights? And you may think certain streets, University Boulevard, for example, Main Strip, may want to be more consistent with city standard lights, and some side streets, maybe just some lease lights would be suitable.
Just makes more sense. Yeah, no, I'm glad to see you doing that. Other
Well,
questions?
yeah, I would appreciate it. I don't intend to or presume that I'm a lighting expert, I'm not. But I can communicate to you some things that you would not know unless you exist in that district long-term. And I can probably learn some things too, so I'm looking forward to our date.
Any other questions? Since this is a discussion item only, we can move to adjourning, but any other business to be brought before this committee today?
I'll make a
If not, I
motion to
would
adjourn.
motion to adjourn. Motion.
Second.
Second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.